a month and a half later, and we're here. So today is not only going to be a Tarnish Journey update, I also want to give you an owner's insight into what it is like to have bought and own this watch. And let me just tell you, there's nothing but pros. I don't have a single con. First of all, I just want to get this out of the way. I am not super technically involved into the watch world when it comes to movement and calibers and stuff like that, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. So when I talk about the watch, just take it for what it is. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything, and there's that. First things first, the watch itself and its tarnishing doesn't bother me. It has never bothered me. It was one of those things where you spend $5,000 on something and you almost don't want it to change because of how beautiful it is, right? So it's made of sterling silver, 925, it's in the name. So you almost don't want that white shine to go away. So it kind of scared me a little bit when I heard it could yellow up a bit and stuff, but now I take it for what it is and I actually welcome it. And I feel like anybody who has or likes like leather goods and stuff like that, you see the way it wears, and it just tends to be more beautiful in the end. It has a story, it goes along with you, it changes because of what you've taken it or where you've taken it. I live in a climate that is not super humid. I don't know if that has anything to do with how the watch tarnishes, but since the last time I filmed a video, probably about a month ago, it hasn't really tarnished any. So I'll just take it off, and I'll obviously insert some more high quality photos here, but it's not tarnished any more than the last time I showed it to you. I see some tarnish dots here, 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 and here, and then maybe along the ring here. But to my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be, the bezel itself is aluminum, so I don't see any tarnishing in there. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. And then the oxidation in here, you can still kind of see it there. Not too bad. You have to really look for it. I love this strap, this hybrid leather rubber strap. Super high quality. It feels super comfortable, right? So that's another thing I really love about this watch. The craftsmanship is just unparalleled. I thought that this was going to... So, okay, really quickly, I own two other watches, a Hamilton and a Bulova, the Lunar Pilot. The Hamilton is the khaki Pilot, the one that comes out in Interstellar. It's called the Coop watch, the Cooper. I'll record a video on that if y'all are interested in seeing how those watches look like and what I've felt. I had seen the Captain America watch, which is the khaki field. I'm not sure. I'll insert it somewhere. And the leather on that was actual leather, and I just didn't like the way it felt. So I felt like it was going to be a similar experience. No, it's actually really different. Also, the sizing of the case itself, I'm not too familiar with the specs on this, but it fits really well on my wrist, and I don't know how big my wrist is, but I'm not a big guy. So it just fits me perfectly. I couldn't have asked for a better fitting watch than the Black Bay 58. I think that this is a good watch for people that have smaller wrists. It is what it is. So getting the tarnishing and the strap out of the way, let's also talk about the dial. I love the color of this dial, and I haven't seen it on any other watches other than maybe some Rolexes that they so-called the Ghost that have a gray dial, but they don't have the bezel like this, because it would probably be just an Oyster Perpetual, maybe a day date, I don't know. But to find a dial and a bezel with this color, I haven't seen it on any other watch. If you can link something down below and show me where I can find something like that, I'd be fairly interested to see. But this is very unique with that silver combo. I love the screw down crown. It's another thing I love about it. It's just feels so quality. So with my first big purchase on a watch, which was like 2 years ago, the Bulova Lunar Pilot, $600 watch, it's a quartz movement. So I hadn't had the experiencing with winding a watch until I bought my Hamilton, the Cooper. But no screw down crown, made of stainless steel. The ridges on the crown itself don't feel like the way this does. This actually grips your finger really well. It's hard to explain, but it's such a satisfying wind. So when you unscrew it and then you wind it, it's so satisfying. It's awesome. Let's screw it back down. I do not regret this purchase at all whatsoever. And you know, one of the other things I've noticed about buying a watch of this caliber and this price point of $4,400, $5,000 is the way the lume works. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The lume on this watch is insane. It'll last you all day. My Cooper only lasts like 15 minutes. So I charge it, you know, I'm outside or whatever, I go inside, that lume only lasts like 15 to 20 minutes and it's gone. You have to recharge it with light or whatever. This thing goes all day, man. This is crazy. Like, I've never experienced that. Also, the sweep on the seconds hand is so smooth. And I love it. And I'm pretty sure that people like you also love seeing a sweep like that. It's pretty smooth. So besides the way it wears and how it's aged with the tarnishing, I haven't seen any new tarnish since the last video I recorded. That open case back is pretty cool too. I just wish it was more decorated. Something I wanted to see something like, you know, the Moon Watch, the Omega Speedy, the Moon Watch, or something like the white birch, you know, something really decorated that looks really nice. It's not. It's just really robust movement in-house. I also love that it's an in-house movement. Sorry, I'm all over the place here, but I just find it hard to talk about one thing. This watch has multiple things going on for it. I love how it's an in-house movement because it just shows, I think it shows quality. If the brand itself is able to make their own movement, that shows that they definitely know what they're doing. I really love that, but I just wish it was more decorated. It looks a little too dull and a little too boring, but I understand that Tudor doesn't really do this too much. Neither does Rolex, so I take it for what it is, and I love it. So, I mean, I don't have any cons, I'm gonna be honest. Other than maybe it's a soft metal, I haven't come into any unfortunate situations where I've dinged it. I'm pretty careful. I do wear this daily, and it's just so comfortable. It's a tool watch, and it wears so, it's hard to take off your wrist. Let's just put it like that. I need to give my other watches some love. And on another note, my authorized dealer just sent me a photo that she has the Panda Chrono in stock right now, so I'm gonna go take a look at that. If I end up getting a wild hair and buying that, you know, I'm uploading a video on that. So no cons is what I was trying to get at. Tarnishing itself, like I mentioned, I'm welcoming that with open arms, and any updates that I see on the tarnish, I will let you know. I don't know how often I should post these videos. If you are enjoying them, please let me know in the comments, because that does give me some sort of a motivation to keep filming. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see my Hamilton, if you want to see my Belova and my thoughts on those, let me know down below. Thanks for spending this like 10-ish minutes with me. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next video.